Hey, what's up guys? My name is AJ from Jallad Productions, and this month alone I was able to close 2 more clients on a monthly retainer, plus I'm projected to grow another e-com store to over $1 million in sales this year. And now I'm sure a lot of you content creators are wondering how I'm able to do this, and it was actually due to a course called the CMCC, and I want to talk about it a little bit in this video. Before I get too ahead of myself though, let me take a step back and share a little bit about my story. Now a few years back in high school I actually picked up my first camera and I fell in love with editing and filming and putting cool things together. Now fast forward a few years later, I actually joined a really popular gym in my local area out in Dallas. I put together some really cool fitness edits, just stuff for fun, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then a lot of my good friends actually told me, hey, why don't you just make an Instagram, post them, you know, maybe you'll get some traction and whatnot. And that's what I did. I started posting some cool videos, and I actually love cars. A big passion of mine is fitness and cars. So I actually branched out and I started doing some more car edits, fitness edits. Everything just started, you know, growing a little bit. I started growing a little bit of an audience. So I'm sure all of you content creators know we're very curious people. So I went out of my comfort zone and I started experimenting with other types of clients. I did some engagement shoots, some real estate, some business edits, some restaurants, etc, etc. And now at the time, working with a lot of different areas, I actually felt lost and I didn't know what direction I wanted to take. I felt overwhelmed and I was like, where do I want to take my page? How do I want to grow my brand? And now at the time, I'm actually in college studying, and I'm sitting in the hallway ready to go to my next class, and I'm on Instagram scrolling and I get hit with Koishik's ad. And I was like, why not? So I actually signed up for his 1-hour free webinar, and I promise you, I'm not getting paid to say this, but this thing literally blew my mind. And just from this free webinar alone, I literally had a clear direction of where I wanted to go. And I was like, wow, I need to invest in this course. I need to see what Koishik is all about. And boom, on the spot, I signed up for the course. I was literally sitting in the hallway right outside of my classroom. I didn't even go to class for that hour webinar. I just sat through, listened to it all, and I signed up, and I went home with so much passion, so much motivation, ready to start killing it. That same day, instead of studying, you know, I should have studied for my exams and stuff, but that same day I went home and I was watching so much of the content. At first it felt super overwhelming, but I'm the type of person to take a lot of notes, and believe it or not, I took over, I think, 14 pages of notes of all the content that was there. And it took me about a week and a half or so to finish everything from the main bulk of it. In the course, there's actually a very simple 4-step process on how you can close a client for over $30,000 on a single video over the course of a year. And it's literally mind-blowing. What that personally has allowed me to do is take that information and formulate my own kind of strategy with my business now. And the great thing about what I did early on was experiment with a lot of different areas. And what I really loved doing was making business videos. And what resonated with me the most is actually what Koishik says is a lot of these business owners invest in videos, but they don't know how to properly market them. And that's what we do. And what this has allowed me to do now is gain so much more confidence talking to these business owners, showing them how to actually market their videos on a huge scale. And what this gave me now is a super clear vision on where I want to take my business and exactly the step-by-step process on how I'm going to scale it up. And there you guys have it. I just wanted to put this super long story short to talk about how a normal content creator just like myself is now able to charge so much more just because of how confident I am of the value I'm able to provide for my clients. I know a lot of you might be in the same shoes that I was a while ago, so I'm actually going to leave a link for the CMCC below, and I urge you guys to check it out because I promise you it can really change your life. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Feel free to shoot me any messages and I'll be sure to check them all out. Thank you guys.